guys, welcome to Baggsy's vlog. It's DriftMasters 2024 round 1, Valencia, Spain. Let's get it. Honestly, there is so much space in it. Well, anyway, expect some charges, mate. We're gonna go get some beers. I love you, mate. Not happy with this boat. I thought it was gonna be booze cruise, lads, and the average age is 67. Mark feels young.
True, I do.
I don't think I can live this close with Higo for this amount of time without killing him. So I don't even know what to say anymore. It's now 1:45. We've done the tour of the boat in about 17.5 minutes. We're now going to go for a 5-hour nap, and then hopefully sleep tonight. Ready for the morning for our, was it 6:45? 6:45 wake up call. Yeah. They love it. They love a tannoy, honestly. They woke us up at like 8 o'clock this morning, telling us we had to book him for dinner, and look how busy it is. Whoa. That's me out on the night.
It's all getting a little serious. We just got off the boat. We just want to go somewhere not a boat. We're here. There's lots of people with guns.
Yeah. You sign, date, etc. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much. Cheers, boss. Can we have our passports?
Nope.
So what do we do?
I don't know. I thought you was listening.
Shut up, you. We need a pen.
We need a pen.
We're legit. This is what we're doing. So it's not. We can give her all the detail that she wants.
Intimidating as
Hey, did you send that email or did you get distracted right at the end and not do it?
It's gone, man. We're still at the port. We've been here.
We've been here an hour.
There's a really angry Spanish dude who keeps shouting at me, but I think we're going places.
I think we're getting somewhere.
We've got this paperwork. We're just waiting for our passports back now. So, but no, I'll bail you when we're on our way.
Do you think you're going to be alright?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fully confident, Steve. We can still see the boat we spent 33 hours on, but I feel confident. We just got an email back. I'll speak to you in a bit.
Email back from who?
From Anna.
From Anna from Customs. What she said. Good morning. We are talking to Customs.
Uh-oh. What? What?
We'll ring you back. I'll sort this out.
Oh man, this is gonna get complex. I ain't gonna get out of here.
6.5 hours later.
I was talking to Mark at the time, and then Mark stopped talking, and then we heard people talking in the background, and someone said, I think you said, I have a good day.
Yeah.
Something like that, oh, thank you very much. And I thought, well, that sounds positive. And then really, I was just listening to a conversation that you were kind of having that I couldn't really hear. And then all I heard was someone shouting, where the f*** is Higo? Run. and then I just looked at the tracker on the van and it's moving, so I was like, you know what your rough ETA to the track is?
10 to 7 in a minute, so it'll probably be about 7:30, 8 o'clock. We have been in a confined space for far too long. Hello, Higo.
Oh, we did it, man.
You good? Yeah, man. You good? Yeah, you. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first round of DriftMasters 2024 here in Spain. What a beautiful way to start the season off. However, yesterday was a
disaster of a day. Me and Martin and Sam landed, no problem. We came in through the airport. Higo, Gaz, Gav and Mark came by ferry. They left Portsmouth, they arrived in Bilbao, and the van got pulled into customs for a search and a check of all our paperwork. Unfortunately, we ran into some issues. The customs guys there didn't like the paperwork. We got into this like deadlock of there was nothing we could really do from our side because obviously the van is already in Spain. I was on the phone to one of our guys who's the agent that we use. They're in Germany. Their office is contacting their office, the other office in Spain. The Spanish office is contacting customs. Customs is trying to contact the people in the port. So yeah, stressful day yesterday trying to get the guys out of customs jail. However, after about a 7-hour wait, a lot of to and fro in, a lot of paperwork shuffling, the boys managed to get themselves out. So we are here, we are at this beautiful circuit, practice is about to begin. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. Obviously we only done one test day with the car. Although that test day went very, very well, I do feel comfortable in the car. I feel like I'm jumping like a huge mountain with the car now. You know, we're really going from like just a test day with me in the car to now going on to like this huge event with the car. And you know, with the new engine and everything, I've got to still kind of get my head around like power deliveries and all that stuff. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I think the car is going to be way more competitive than what we had previously with the PS. The way the power's delivered, the extra horsepower that we've got this year means we can run a little bit more grip in the car to try and keep up with the faster guys. Overall, I think we're going to have a better chance with the car this year, although I think it's going to take a couple of events for me to really get like gelled with the car, you know. But for now, we're just going to get into the event. I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can. We'll go through this one step at a time. We'll go into qualifying, try and get a good score, and then after that we'll go into tomorrow for the battle. So, and hopefully next time I'm talking to you, I'll feel a bit more comfortable after driving the car for a few laps. Martin, do you want to try and go out again?
Yeah, if we can. How long?
20 minutes.
I think don't do the gear then. Just go and get it. Because I'd rather you. How were they? How are the tyres?
That one.
Yeah, one's completely. So now we're gonna have to put you on the 180, the 140s. But you need to get on them, don't you? So. Yeah, I think 20 minutes we're not going to be able to change the gear and get you back out there. And that's why I think I'll get you out there now, just tyres and fuel, and then we'll have all the gear ratios set for your next practice session, yeah?
Okay. There was quite a lot of cars having problems, so we only got 2 laps, so in an hour. So I'm guessing we're not going to get another 2 in this practice session.
Looks really sweet. Yeah, we're just trying to look at the logs to try and help us figure out the gearing we want to choose, because he says it's like labouring on the first corner, or he feels like he's between gears and through the log, because it's quite a, let's say, a reasonably short first corner, and then there's a long, it's like a triple apex corner, it's all left, and then it's really stretching its legs to like wheel speed, and the drivability for him is really important. So we're just fiddling with a different gear ratio now, plus obviously the change of tyres. So yeah, just trying to make the revs work. So I was just looking at this and his boost. It seems to me like he may be in low boost, although the button is showing high boost. So I'm just going to try and figure that out. If I can just set it to high boost all the time, it'd be mint, wouldn't it?
Sam on the spotlight now, mate. Roger that, ready and waiting.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war till that nigga he can pick a side. Hood ties from hood life, now niggas doing dope nuts. Don't run into the cops, that's a exercise. Don't run into the cops, that's the motto. I don't see it coming to an end like legato. Get chipped like Staccato, send a wave through the hood, now it sounding like Verado. Why you eat bread with avocado? We been trying to dodge shells before it landed on tomato. Singing all my songs on Apollo, I've been trying to pave the way, but they didn't tell me it was potholes.
Baggsy, Baggsy. Yeah, go ahead, mate. You might have heard on the next run the rear windscreen's nearly coming out, and obviously the fuel filler's bolted to it, so. Okay, I'll report the second run, coming back to the pit.
Yeah, we're windscreenless now. Oh, windscreenless? We're rear screenless now. Essentially, I think the wrong bond's been used, and then rear windscreen was only held in by a few bolts then at that point. And obviously having no windows in it this time, the pressure coming inside the cab, I think it's just blown the rear window out of it, and it's gone missing. Unfortunately, the filler neck was mounted to the rear screen, so we've got the issue now of we have no filler neck, so we need to go find the rear screen, and hopefully the filler neck's fine, make some sort of bracket and attach it somehow, and then we'll be back to business. Not ideal, but it's also, you know, not the worst situation to be in, so here we are.
Because it's pushing it up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really pushing it. We need to find a way to hold this down. There's a ton of stress there.
Maybe watch, try and, oh no, you can roll it back, can't you? I was going to say try and screen record the live stream, but you don't need to, you can roll it back.
And this is going to be the start of an amazing season. I can feel it. We start here in Spain, so hold on to your hats. Here we go. This is the real deal. The testing is over, the builds are over, and it all comes down to this, and it comes down to the first competitive run of the championship.
Actually, the Sam got a misfire. Just wait, sat around for a bit. Do you want to rev it and see if it clears itself out and start to fail or something? How bad is misfire? Is it misfiring to the point of you don't want to run it because you damage the engine, or is it ever so slight? Run it, I've got no choice, mate. Okay, what's that?
But one driver that I'm not too worried about how he's going to get on is Steve Baggsy from the UK. This man has been to the mountaintop at European drifting. He's been to the mountaintop numerous times in European drifting, and he's back this weekend, back in DriftMasters in a new build, a 2JZ GT86 800 horsepower, fresh out of the wrapper for Baggsy, and we're going to see what this car is all about in the next couple of runs. I've been excited watching this build over the off-season. It looks spectacular. Let's see how he gels with this over this first run.
Yeah, a new engine power plant for Baggsy. He's used to those big V8, supercharged V8 or turbocharged V8s, as Baggsy said. He's getting used to a car once again. It hasn't driven a turbocharged car for a while, and this chassis completely different to the S-bodies he's still used to driving, but it looks like Baggsy's right at home as he fires that car across the circuit, opens up the throttle, flicks the front end of that Toyota GT86 into that inner zone, scrubs a lot of speed, and that upsets the car. He just about gets himself back into it, but apart from that, he was all up in the business of qualifying right there.
Yeah, just got a little word in my ear there. You know, we got our little crew down
behind
there. Behind the scenes. You know, feeding us information, make us sound like we know anything of what's going on.
Yeah, it was a nice run up to the end, mate. What happened? Did you drop out of boost and caught you off guard, or was it had to do with misfire? It's dropping out of boost. It's got a bit of a misfire. Well, the misfire is causing it to drop out of boost, I think. Okay, yeah, roger that. Go back to the pits and get the boys full spark plugs out. Maybe put new ones in it and just give it once over. Apart from that, clip 1 you could have got a little bit deeper into, and clip 2 you could have got a little bit deeper into. Everything else was fine, obviously, apart from the understeer. Live stream said that was scored as a 0 for the understeer.
Looked to me like he had a big power cut come into that last corner, which will zero him out as far as I'm aware.
It was, yeah, and it was made official by the judge. It was a 0 for Baggsy there on that run.
Not sure, we're just going to swap the plugs. We had a bit of a misfire there. We may have had a cracked plug just on the porcelain, so we're going to change all 6 now, check the logs, and see if that cures it. We don't have much time between quality runs, and everything's hot.
Yeah, from where I stand, it looks like you don't go as deep, but on the live stream, you're like you're entering on the third one, you fill the whole box, you get back on power. On power a little bit earlier and pushing into this a little bit more, because you're only getting into half of it. Here you're pretty good. Here you fill it and you're almost touching that cone, so that's perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah. They want wheel inside that box. Same thing there, ever so slightly over, but not bad. It's just here, obviously, you understeer. It just doesn't pick up again. You don't come back into boost and then you understeer and then get back into it. Obviously, they've deemed it 0, but...
No, it's a 0.
Yeah.
But if we think if I'd managed that,
it would have been a good score. Yeah.
Right.
The only bit I'd say really push a little bit more in is get up on power after clip 1. Get on power a little bit earlier to push you into inner 1. Sorry, inner 2. You start it. You can start, yeah. Yeah. Right. I've never seen him do that unless someone's dropped it. But heat. That's got to be a lot of heat. Then the time's going in. I mean, they sit in the middle of every engine. As I mean, I don't know if it's the heat from the anti-lag or vibration that's cracking them or what, but... Or if when they've gone in, they've been over-torqued. Someone's not torqued them square.
Hard to know, isn't it?
They look pretty clean, so yeah, it's not like there's over-fueling and... I mean, like as far as like the tips are concerned, they're not. Yeah. I'm guessing all it was doing was jumping your spark out the side of the... yeah, I would just say try and repeat that. Run again.
Fucking nerves are in now, aren't they?
Yeah. Not really where you want to be, but... Very hot.
Good. That sounds good.
So this is kind of the worst position you really want to be in the drift event. A 0 on your first qualifying score. It means that you have to do everything on your second. Yeah, we picked up a misfire just as I was kind of like coming out of the tyre warming box. I gave it a couple of revs and it just didn't rev right. It was like really like unresponsive and I was like spluttering all over the place. I went on the radio to Sam, I said we've got a misfire. We just discussed whether we should go for the run or not because it obviously wasn't going to do what we wanted it to do, but equally we had no time to fix it, so it was kind of one of those situations where you either do it, you try or you don't, and I wanted to try it, always try. And you know, get a lap in even if I could, and it was going all right until the last corner where it's like you can't really see on the live stream, there's a bit of an uphill section, so you've got to give it a load of throttle there to kind of keep the momentum going, and as I transitioned and got on the throttle it just didn't happen and it fell out of boost and I had to drop a gear and try and go again, but by the time I'd done all of that I'd kind of straightened up and I kept it going. I got back on the throttle, but obviously with straightening up you're going to get a 0, so as I said, this is the worst position to be in. It means I've got to do everything on the second lap, so it's kind of one of those situations where do you just kind of try and take it easy, get all the clips, like just put in a really safe run that you feel is going to qualify, or do you just go for it as normal and fingers crossed that everything goes according to plan. So the reason for the misfire was for whatever reason, 2 I think or 3 of the spark plugs cracked. I think it's a heat issue maybe, or it could be like a really random problem where like coming into this event we changed the plugs, so there is a chance that those plugs in their lifetime before they got to us were dropped, which means they may have already been slightly damaged, but obviously we didn't notice, or they weren't that bad and it's just got worse as they've been in the engine. So we've put fresh plugs in that we've really checked and they all look okay, so we're going to go out there and just give it a go. Fingers crossed we can make it work, but as I said, it's like the worst position to be in qualifying at a drift event, so we'll do the best we can. I feel like I just want to go out there and just try and be as accurate as I possibly can with all the clipping points and just hope that's enough to kind of get us into tomorrow's game, and we'll just work it from there. I don't really feel like risking it all, especially with me not being the most comfortable I want to be in the car at the moment, because we still have had very limited testing and laps today. I think we've done 5 practice laps, so that's not ideal either. So yeah, I'll just go out there, just try and put in a really accurate safe run and hope it pays off for tomorrow's game.
I'm not sure this thing's still revving as clean as it should be unless something new is happening.
Just need to try and help clean the spark plugs and the burnout box when you do a burnout. You're going to know for sure then. Yeah, it didn't feel too bad in the burnout one. Maybe when it's under load it's okay. I'll soon tell you in a moment after the run. Roger that, mate. Do you, Ben?
Speaking of conventional and jumping to conventional, I think this is the thing for Steve Baggsy. So he's jumping. He's shaking his head. He's got a problem.
He's revving the car, and
he's got an issue. He's got a misfire. I think he's got a misfire in that car.
No, it looks like the car's cut out. I think he another driver with potential wiring or electrical issue, maybe. No, he's going to make it off the line. I'm not sure what's going on. Baggsy wasn't happy there. He scored a 0 in the first qualifying run. The car shut down on the last outside zone. What can Baggsy do? The only man here in competition representing the UK, and Baggsy back for a season of DriftMasters, debuting his new Toyota GT86.
Something's not right here, and you can see he's on and off throttle very dramatically. He's got to try and hold this car together. He didn't get through the last corner on the last run. That's all he's got to do to put a score on the board here. This is where it died the last time, and it's almost dying again, but he's managed to kick it enough to get around the last corner. Something up there. If he can qualify, at least he's got another overnight to fix those issues.
Watching run back in a minute to see, like, I'm just trying to work out what they're trying to look for. I guess it didn't look like a very good run, so I don't know. It didn't feel very good in the car, to be honest with you.
Score on the board. Is it good enough to get him in the show? Well, we don't know what the score is first, and then we don't know what the final scoring will be either. It's a 60, puts him into 26th position. That, to me, is a nervous place to be.
Yeah, what can I say? It's not our weekend. Something's up with the car. It's like finding this weird random misfire. Obviously, the spark plugs were the last problem. Like they cracked, and now we're looking at fuel, maybe like something to do with the fuel, overfueling, getting the fuel. Maybe the fuel's getting too hot. We're not really sure. We know we're not making all the boost we should be making. So it's obviously going to be down on power. So yeah, my second qualifying run wasn't great. I panicked as I went in, dropped a gear. I should have stayed in fourth, but I pushed back to third because I thought I was going to bog. And then I did the whole run in third, which obviously wasn't great because I didn't have enough wheel speed. It was just banging the limiter, which I know is what a 2J can handle, but I needed to pull another gear, but there really wasn't an opportunity to do it. So I got a score on the board, but we're very close to the drop zone. So I think we're currently sitting like 29th or 30th. So there's still like half the grid to go, so it's very unlikely that we're going to qualify, which I'm gutted about, but we'll see what happens. Just gutted really, more than anything, because I feel like we came here with a good bunch of guys. We've got Martin here, helping us out this weekend. Mark, Sam, obviously, Gav, Gaz, Higo. Just feel like I could have done a lot better. Just not a great start really. I just feel like I've let everyone down that have come to watch us, and yeah, it's just a bit of a bad feeling really. So yeah, we'll hope for a bit of luck. Maybe there's a way we'll stay in, I don't know. Doubt it, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. Two wheels off. Oh man, I'm not really sure where to begin. Not the result we wanted at all here at round one. The first lap wasn't great. It didn't pick up like it should have done. Second lap, yeah, I was on the back foot. I felt like I was under a bit of pressure, obviously, because I had a 0 on the first run, and I didn't really turn that into a positive. I kind of just stayed with it being like I felt like I was just a bit nervous. I felt like even though the car was sort of still misfiring a bit and not really running as it should, I didn't drive very well. I just felt like I didn't perform well enough, and that is just the honest answer. The car's not right, and the second lap was definitely on me. I could have definitely done better. I was just nervous, and the fact that we got a 0 on the first run and just put a lot of pressure on. So I'm sorry to everyone that has come out here to Spain to support us. It's been amazing to see so many people travelling from home to come and support us. Having you guys here is amazing. It's great to see some British flags and some British support. I'm just sorry we didn't make it into the main show. But you know, we'll be here tomorrow. We'll watch the event. We'll support all the guys, and we'll have an amazing time. And we'll come back to Ireland with hopefully the problems sorted. We'll go and do some testing, make some changes to the car, and yeah, hopefully make it to Ireland for round 2 with a bit of a better chance. But for now, this is us finished at DriftMasters round 1. Not the result we wanted, but hey ho, it is what it is. It happens.
Well, smile then, f***ing hell. Jesus Christ, anyone think we was in England? I don't know when the photo's going to be taken. Oh, I don't even know who's taking it. You've got some anyway.
It's got your name on it. Oh no, Pelter, not Belter. I thought it had your name on it, Belter.
Belter. You belter.
We're doing all this for like 10 minminutes of drifting.
What are you trying to say? Steve's not getting out of qualifying?
That's not what I'm saying!
That's exactly what he said on camera. I have faith in you. Because he's American, he's got a pigeon on his passport and he's getting angry.
Pigeon? That's an eagle. You take that back.
Eagle, man.
What's on your passport? A cup of tea?
I don't know, I ain't got it.
What you got in your hand?
The Botox Tester 2000. The weapon.